Hey guys, Chukobelago here. Welcome to another educational video on cryptocurrency. So yesterday I talked about the market giving a Black Friday opportunity for people to go and invest, okay, to buy in cheap, okay, into the market because the stock market is down, the crypto market is down, okay, and I talked about tarrif. So I'll speak more on the tarrif today because some people need to understand why the US tariff is important to them. Okay, I don't live in the US, okay, but if you understand it, you understand that long term it is going to benefit the stock market and the crypto market, and that is why you should go shopping right now. Okay, so with the Donald Trump tariffs, okay, Donald Trump as a president, okay, any president in the world, okay, their role is not to please the rich, okay, because at the end of the day, who are those investing in the stock market? Majorly the rich. Yes, there are there are some middle class people there, but it's majorly the rich people. So instead of putting money in the economy to work by establishing businesses, manufacturing, and the rest of them, they go and put their money in the stock market behind companies that already on the stock market. That way, the economy tends to like favor the wealthy. Okay, so but the job of a president is number one to reduce debt of the country. So if the country is in debt, the job of the president is to reduce the debt because they pay interest on the debt. Secondly, the job of the president is to reduce government spending so that government does not become too big that they end up spending more of the taxpayers' money instead of using the taxpayers' money to in the economy by building infrastructure like road, water supply, electricity, those kind of things, like upgrading systems to modern, from old systems to modern systems. Okay, that's the job of the president. Okay, cutting spending so that the government spending so that the taxpayers' money will go towards ensuring there's infrastructure. Okay, then another thing the government has, the job of the president is to ensure that the country makes money. So you cut debt, you reduce spending, and you ensure that the country generates funds. Okay, makes money. So that's what Trump is trying to do, and that's what every other country is supposed to do. So by using tariff, he's bringing the other countries that they place tariff on to the table to negotiate on the deals he wants, and at the same time, he's making the companies or in those other countries that are taking advantage of the U.S. low tariff, okay, to import things instead of establishing factories in US, those companies will have to come and establish in the US. Apple is bringing back the manufacturing to the US. I heard about BYD, which is the electric car manufacturer in China, opening a factory in the US. Are you going to say? Because when you outsource manufacturing to China, you take away the jobs that your people are supposed to do. Because we have the same problem in Nigeria. In Nigeria, we are blessed abundantly with oil and other natural resources. But some of those natural resources, or majority of them, are not processed in this country. Dangote was the first private refinery that started working. The other ones that were state-owned by the NNPC were not working up until now. Are you know what I'm saying? Then, if your president makes policies that will attract investors to come into the country to build factories, your graduates from the universities will have work. The ones that are not graduates from the universities will also have other jobs that they do, whether it's security, cleaning, other jobs in those factories that does not require having a degree. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's what the job of a president is. Not to feed the stock market so that the stock market will be at an all-time high. The poor man the average man, not the poor man, the average guy out there, or the average man or woman out there, okay, is looking for food, shelter, and clothing. These three things are their basic needs. And what can fulfill these things is jobs. So that's what Donald Trump is trying to solve. So yes, the economy, the stock market will be down because money is going to move from the stock market into the bond market. I agree what I'm saying. Okay? Kind of as a safe haven. All right? So when that happens, stock market will be down for now. But look at the long-term effect. When jobs are now available, okay, when jobs are now available and people work, people earn, people will be able to save. And when people save, guess what happens? They will have an excess to go and invest in the stock market and in the crypto market. That is the long-term effect of this. When there are jobs, factories, okay, in your country, enough to produce goods that can be used locally and can be exported, okay, the middle class will come alive again because there will be jobs, good paying jobs. And those jobs will put food, clothing, and shelter, will provide food, shelter, clothing, and shelter to the people through wages. And when the people have enough to cover their basic needs, they will now have excess funds. And those who have financial intelligence will go and invest in markets, in the crypto market or in the stock market. This is how it's supposed to work, not the other way around. This way ensures that the middle class comes alive again, and the middle class and a lot of people move from the lower class to the middle class. The previous method by the Biden administration only pushes people, wipes out the middle class. And I believe every single country should emulate Donald Trump's strategy to bring back manufacturing to their country so that their people will have jobs. And when people have jobs and those things are available in their country for local consumption or local use, then the excess can be exported. And when people have enough money for their basic needs, the extra goes into investing, whether it's real estate, the capitals market like stock market, or they simply go into crypto. This is my own thoughts, okay, on this. If you have a contrary opinion, let me hear it in the comment section. If you have any supporting argument, let me hear it in the comment section. Till I see you guys next time, take care and bye for now.